You know, it's something Tony Robbins used to always say. He was like, when you have an idea, you need to put some in motion in the next 24 hours. And I recently seen a study. They said when you have an idea to do something and you immediately put it into action, it rewires the neural pathways in your brain to be that type of person. And on the opposite, if you have an idea, don't do it, that wires neural pathways in your brain to be lazy and not follow through. So it's like when you have an idea, you need to always just execute it. Otherwise, you're going to get to never doing what you say you're going to do. And that's most people's problem.
And never trying. I remember I went to this course when I was leaving the military, and this guy said, this guy had an idea that he didn't move on. Yeah. He said, "Oh man, I want to see if I could like turn people's sneakers into roller skatings. Like if they could walk, they just skate.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And he never played on it.
Oh yeah.
Years later, it came out the wheelies.
Yep.
But he had an idea. He never even tried.
Man, and that's most people. That's most people. I mean, I feel like everybody's had an idea where they was like, oh, that'd be a cool idea. Then you see it out and be like, man, I should have moved on it.
Yeah, I'm always gonna move. That's why I'm always gonna risk myself. And I take 100 losses all the time. Every time I take that one win, that win is crazy.
Hey man, say that again to these people out here, because they see people in your position, 25 million in 5 years, and they be like, well, maybe that's not me. So you saying you take a lot of losses on the way to them wins?
What? Man, I take so many L's. But you know when I take an L, I was like, I'll make it back. Because I'm just work harder to make it back. But when I win that win, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. And I always say, I can't outbeat me because you can't work harder than me.
Yeah, hey man, you be working.
I'm gonna try. It's 24 hours of the day, man. And I'm gonna live this life once, so I'm gonna get the best I can out of it. And my passion is growth. I love taking something, a seed, and turn to a flower, man. That's just like a passion of mine.
Yeah. So tell me this, right? Because a lot of people go through them down times and take a loss. What do you do in those down times to keep your mind strong, to keep yourself moving forward and not get discouraged?
I always say, man, what's the worst that gonna happen? I gotta get a job.
You do say that. You do say that.
If I lose it all today, I gotta go get a job. Yeah. And that's not even bad. Yeah. I got a master's degree.
Yeah.
I put the work in when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went to college, got a bunch of degrees.
Yeah.
I got experience. If I can still lean back on my brain.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the motivation.
Hey, but that's real. What's the worst that can happen? Listen, I say that shit all the time. Like, fuck it, I'm going big or I'm gonna go broke. And what happens if I go broke? Shit, I'll get it back. I done been broke before. I say it all the time too. It's like, man, the worst that can happen is I go homeless. And I know myself, I'll never let that happen. So It's like I'm going to do whatever it takes. And maybe I need to be put in a pressure situation for me to work harder, because I'm going to make sure, I got a son. I got people who rely on me and my family. So I know, like, there's nothing's going to happen that's going to make me go to that low level. So I ain't really tripping off nothing.
Hell yeah. It's being grateful, man. It's like, man, all my arms and legs is working. You know what I mean? My brain is intact.
Nah, that's real.
And having self-discipline, that's why, I've never done a hard drug, and I tried weed, marijuana, like a handful of time. Off everybody's like, oh man, you scared to take, But anyway, the real bad peer pressure. But I realized, in my reality, I see people who, when they have a substance, it slows them down.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm like,
they
man,
gotta do it. Yeah,
you gotta wake up in the morning and you need that fix. Yep. So I always say, man, all the people who wake up and get high every day and hit that lean, before you start your day, you need a swig of liquor before you start your day. Keep doing that, man, because it keeps the world balanced. It keeps the world balanced. I'm gonna keep going on top, and these guys are like zombies, man. Yeah, they're walking around like a zombie, just high all the time. What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Why do you think they want these dispensaries in there? We need to slow y'all down.
Man, I said the same. No, I said the same thing. They legalized marijuana because they want. If I was in control of a population, what would I want? I would want everybody easily controllable, slow, lazy, and moving in slow motion. I don't want a bunch of strong, sharp-minded men out here that could possibly take over and rival what I got going on. So yeah, stay asleep, smoke that weed. Like I say it all the time, like. When I stopped smoking weed, my life immediately went up. Yeah. And when I started smoking weed, because I didn't start smoking until I was grown. When I started smoking weed, my life like this, going down.
You're a test because you actually have done it. You've been there.
Man, because I only smoked for like 2 years, but it was bad. I was smoking a pack of backwoods a day. And for those 2 years, it like my life went to a halt. I was always an ambitious person, always working, always grinding. And for those 2 years, my life just No progress at all. Soon as I stopped smoking, everybody like, oh, you holding out? What's the gang? What's the sauce? I'm like, I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking. I got my energy back. I got my vitality back. So now that's a good thing.
How'd you get out of it?
Man, I went on a cruise with my family, and I couldn't take the weed with me. So after that week and a half, by the time I got back, I'm like, I'm not having no cravings. I'm like, cool, I ain't got no cravings. I'm not even gonna reintroduce it to myself, because I knew I would get high. I couldn't even enjoy getting high. I'm sitting getting high, thinking about how me getting high is fucking my life up. I need to quit. Couldn't quit. That shit is really a drug. I could not quit. Tried to quit. By the end of the day, I'm smoking again.
Oh man, I feel you, man. And I see that happen. I think, you know what? At least you had it in your brain, like, man, I need to stop. A lot of people walk around with zombies like, listen, it ain't nothing wrong with that. They have every excuse why they need it.
Oh, Snoop Dogg smoke. Hey, listen, man, you're not Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Do you know Snoop Dogg personally?
Yeah, right.
How many people tell him what to do, where to be every day?
Nah, exactly. And you just think about it like this: let's say you smoking and I'm smoking. I mean, you're smoking and I'm not smoking. If we're doing any task, man, I'm going to outbeat you.
Oh, yeah.
And I say, man, you got to keep it real
100%.
with yourself. It's some people who are just super high IQ, high level individuals. If you're not that, you don't need to be doing anything to take away your sharpness. And a lot of people is not that sharp. You need all of your brain cells.
Yeah. And, people try to say, well, you drink. I say, you know what? I do. I socially drink. You think if I drink through the day, my employees will respect me?
Right.
I got over 100 people that work for me. Yeah. You think they're like, oh,
like, you coming in drinking on the job.
We gonna call Chef. Oh man, he's probably drunk. I gotta make executive decisions. That take care of people.
Yeah.
They're not gonna respect me if they call me on Monday at 12 in the afternoon and I'm already lit.
Nah, that's 100%.
Yeah.
So give these people a gem that you would say. So somebody wants to come into your program. What type of people you looking for to come into your program?
Man, really anybody who you know what? Anybody who's lost, anybody. The first easiest person I could show to make a lot of money if somebody with a failing business, because you know how to do it already. You lacking on your sales. The government they want to purchase your items. There's somebody out there who want to pay somebody who teach you. If you're a barber, the government is contracting people to do barber schools in certain facilities. It's just so many things out there. But if you're having a business, if you're having trouble with sales, like I did at one time, having a catering business, having a restaurant, trying to figure out how to get more sales in, I'm gonna help you out, because the government I'm gonna give you those contracts, and now your sales is complete for 5 years.